Well, hello people, welcome to another Sat's cooking video. I'm Sat and today we're making Indian or Punjabi style scrambled egg curry. We call it anda Purji in Punjabi. So I'm going to start off with 1 medium onion, 6 eggs scrambled well, and then we're going to be adding all of this stuff in. Chili flakes that you can put according to your own taste. This is jeera or cumin seeds. This we're probably going to add, a spoon of this. Now this spoon is actually smaller than a teaspoon, so use a teaspoon. You can add 3/4 of a teaspoon of that. This is haldi or turmeric. You can add this if you want in here. You don't really have to, but I'm just gonna put a little bit in, so maybe less than half a teaspoon. Salt, or as we say, loon or namak. This you can add according to your own taste. This is garam masala, and this you can add 1 teaspoon. And then over here in the frying pan, I put about a tablespoon of canola oil in, and then I probably put about a tablespoon and a bit of butter. Now the butter is going to give you the flavor, and the oil is going to stop the butter from burning. So you don't want that to burn. So that's what the butter and oil are in. Next up, I'm going to add the cumin seeds, and then I'm going to add the onions. So I'm going to add the cumin in. Let that go for a little bit. You don't want to burn that. You just want to basically toast it, like kind of. Hear that sizzle? That's what you want to hear. That is the goodness. That is the good stuff. Next up, in go the onions. Now we're gonna saute the onions until they're translucent. Give this a good mix, right? And then saute the onions until they're translucent, and then we'll add all the other stuff in. You don't wanna burn the onions either, so keep an eye on them. Just every so often, give them a bit of a stir and a bit of this. Okay. Okay, so my onions are translucent. That was only about a couple minutes, 3 minutes or so. And the heat I've got on like a medium low. Now we're gonna add the rest of the stuff, but I'm gonna turn the heat down to low because I don't want to burn the rest of this stuff. So in with the chili flakes first. Actually, I'm gonna use a teaspoon just so that you guys kind of get an idea. That's like 1. Right, that's how much chili I eat. The salt I already put in off camera. The salt helps in taking all the moisture out of the onions, and it helps cook quicker. So the salt I've already put in. This is garam masala. That's like 1 teaspoon. This is haldi, turmeric. About that much, and that's it. The jeera, cumin seed we put in first. The salt, like I said, I already put in according to my taste. Garam masala, haldi in. And with this, we're going to give it a good mix. Get all of it incorporated in. And like I said, the heat, my stove is on low because I don't want to burn all of these spices. Then it won't taste right, it will taste bitter. So all of these on a low heat, just cook them off. Doesn't really take long for the onion, right? These are all nicely cooked off. So let that sit for a little bit. So into this, we're going to add the scrambled eggs that I already beaten earlier. Just gave them another quick little whiskey do. In. Sure, get all the eggs out of here. You don't want to leave any behind now, do you? Come on. And I think that's good enough, otherwise I could be here all night trying to get every single piece of egg out of here. So, there. This. Wash my hands. And just gonna let the eggs cook. Now at this point you don't want to fluff around a bit too much, just maybe, you want to let it kind of set. You want the eggs to set a little bit at the bottom, and then do a bit of this. That's good luck. So just let the eggs sit for a little bit, not too long, and then we'll mix them up. We're going to give this a bit of a stir, because obviously we don't want it to stick to the bottom either, and we want all the egg at the top, the runny egg, to get in contact with the heat as well. So just kind of gently give it a stir, move it around a little bit, show it some love, you know, don't get mad on it and go crazy stirring. Just gently stir it around like this a little bit. Like I said, you want to get all the runny egg down at the bottom. If it starts to kind of stick to the pan a little bit, just give it a bit of a scrape, not a big deal. You know? And my heat is still on low. I haven't turned my heat up yet, because then the eggs will definitely stick to the bottom. And then you ain't gonna have under Purji, and you're gonna end up with something else. So just kind of see now all the runny eggs is kind of getting cooked out. So now I'm gonna let this sit again for a little bit. Just let it kind of cook off slowly, and then we'll come back. So people, eggs are almost done. You can hear them sizzling. Oh my god, that sounds so good. Next up, we're gonna add a little bit of this stuff. It's called dried fenugreek leaves, or kasuri methi. We're gonna add a little bit of this. This just adds like a little bit of a flavor. You don't want to add this in the beginning, because if you overcook this, it becomes bitter. So, you know, like a pinch, and then it's gonna kind of grind it up in your hands just to break it up a little bit more, and try not to get it everywhere. Okay, so that is done. That goes in. Oh, and one more thing about the salt. I use salted butter, and the amount of salt that I added, I know that's how much salt I take. So just be mindful of that. If you use unsalted butter, then that's fine. You know, you can add however much you want. You just don't want it tasting too salty. So just be mindful of that. If you're using salted butter, just you know, maybe go easy on the salt. Like this is pretty much cooked. So now I'm going to turn the heat off, because I don't want to overcook the eggs. So at this point, you could taste it and then adjust the seasoning. If you think it needs a little bit more salt, add a little bit more salt. A little bit more chili, add a little bit more chili. I'll scrape the sides down, because I don't like it when half the food is on the sides. And so before you serve it, you can adjust the seasoning, which is what I always do. And this is pretty much done. Like, that's it. I've turned the heat off. This is ready. Indian style, Punjabi style under Purji. It was easy to make, didn't take that long. I think in total, I mean, this video is going to end up being a 10-minute video. It probably took me 10 minutes to make. So do make this, and watch the video, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, whatever, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell icon so that you can get notified of my upcoming videos, and share the video. And like I said, yeah, do try it, and then let me know in the comments how it worked out for you. Okay, until next time.